I like to feel that I'm being responsible by giving you some tips on how not to, get mauled to death by a bear. I just don't understand that. Like, what's so fucking funny about these goddamn scouts? It's like, why don't you just go in the woods? You don't have to go into the goddamn wilderness. You know? Who the fuck brings a bunch of kids out there? I'll tell you, brings a bunch of kids out there. The kind of guy that goes out and just walks into a fucking cave, gets mauled by a fucking bear. Who the fuck walks into a cave in the middle of the forest? What kind of... I'm not in scouting. I never was. I can't start a fire without a match. But I can tell you right now, my general instincts says that, you know, there's no apartment buildings out in the fucking forest, okay? So a cave is like... That's like a townhouse in Brooklyn. You know? Half these people, if they're fucking digging holes in the goddamn ground, curling up to hibernate and that, here's a fucking cave. All right? So you think everybody who lives out there, that's like Beverly Hills level property. So who's going to get it? The strongest, sickest, craziest motherfucker out there. And that's a bear. You know, you're not going to walk in there and there's going to be a little fox in there like... It isn't. It's going to be some fucking... It's going to be the king of the forest, which is a bear, as far as I know. Although I did see a mountain lion give it a couple of fucking, you know, Pernell Whitakers, you know? Remember how fast that guy was? They would just fucking right on top of his head, and the bear just sat there and take it, you know? He had like the head movement of late Mike Tyson rather than early, and he just took a few, and then he just sort of started running away. It was a sad day, you know? Anyways, just imagine if you ran into a badger or a fucking wolverine. Those lunatics. Badgers and wolverines, they're like the Irish and the Scottish of the fucking forest. You know what I mean? Those things don't even quit even if they're losing. They just got that I don't give a fuck. You know? Blood all over their face. They're not stopping. They're going to keep coming. Just like the Irish and the Scottish fucking lunatics. You don't want any part of that. Well, you know, I don't know. Well, wait, you know what? I never even looked this. Okay, bear encounters in backcountry. If you encounter a bear on the trail or in your campsite, yeah, because you're cooking food, basically the dinner bell of anything within fucking... Oh, my God, look at the size of this fucking bear. Oh, there's a lady fucking walking, and there's a bear in the background. Guess what color she is? All right, be safe in bear habitat. Oh, God, this is the first sentence. The level, I mean, as dumb as I am, the level of dopes that have to be coming to this website. Listen, this is the first sentence. It's normal to be frightened when you encounter a bear. That's how this is the jump-off point. The reality is that most encounters with bears rarely lead to aggressive behavior, and attacks are even rarer. Here they go, sucking you into the forest. You know, I mean, it happens, but generally... Here's a great lie. They're actually more afraid of you than you are of them. Yeah, and what do they do when they're afraid? They either take off running, or they fucking maul you to death and go, hey, you know, here's a bonus. The threat is gone, and now I have a midday snack.